What's up, everybody, and welcome back to our Giants franchise rebuild. And we have one game to go, and we will make the Super Bowl. But we've got to take care of business today against Tom Brady. And what a victory that would be for Frank Donk in his first year to take the New York Giants franchise and beat the GOAT. Now, he's not had a great season. You see down there below, 18 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He's not really been the Tom Brady that we saw the year prior. 2 9-8 teams going at it today, and we've got to get our weekly strategy. Winner of today's game will face either the Tennessee Titans, which we've already beat, or the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think stopping the short pass is really what we need to do. Our defense and our run game is why we have gotten so far. It's going to be tough, and I think we have to stop the blitz counter. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. Let's check out our practice. And guys, hit that like button. YouTube changed something. Hit the like button. You might be in for a surprise. Did we get anybody injured? And no, we escaped. But you know what time it is. Let's get ready to rumble. Welcome to Tampa Bay as we have some NFC Championship football today as Frank Donk comes in as a rookie head coach, and he has a monumental task taken on the GOAT himself, Tom Brady, with this vaunted offensive team led by Mike Evans. Tom Brady unretired at the beginning of this season, and he wants it to mean something as he wants to take out a team that has beat him before, the New York Giants. Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming up. New York is kicking this ball. They elect to defer, and a team no one believed in at the beginning of the playoffs is one game away from the Super Bowl. But there's one guy that you can't count against, that you can't bet against, and that guy is Tom Brady. 18 touchdowns, 11 interceptions for him on the season. Nothing to be too proud about. Probably one of the worst seasons by Tom Brady is his standards, but he has led his team to the NFC Championship game. They get a home game as the 6th and 7th seed in the NFC. Get to play today, and the first play is batted down by Jerry Hughes Jr. as we look at the notable inactives. O.J. Howard, Saquon Barkley, and Leonard Williams would all return if the New York Giants win today. Big game. The biggest outside of the Super Bowl as that pass is completed to Tom Brady. Pick up a 5 to Mike Evans. Tom Brady will look to utilize Mike Evans quite a lot as one of the weak spots of this New York Giants defense is the passing game, as that is thrown out front, and Tom Brady incomplete on that pass. A little head, maybe, could we say a little nervy? And New York with good field position, and the guy trying to save his job is Daniel Jones. 18 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Not too different than the opposing quarterback, Tom Brady. Not as many yards, not throwing it quite as much, and he does have 2 more interceptions. But Daniel Jones in the playoffs has looked pretty daggone good. Even without Saquon, without Gary Brightwell, they signed James White, who has played with Tom Brady, and you see him here getting the first carry, and he runs this one. A little juke action for a nice gain of 16 in New York. Looking good here early as Antoine Winfield Jr. in for the tackle. Frank Donk loving every bit of that. Nice start for the game, just like they had against LA. Little play action here by Daniel Jones, who's got a wide open receiver, and that is incomplete. Nice pass breakup as Daniel Jones moves Darius Slayton in motion. No Kadarius Toney. Oh, almost intercepted. No Saquon, no O.J. Howard. This passing game for New York, it's going to be tough to move the ball through the air. You got Vita Vea. I think Pierre-Paul is still here on this roster. Levante David, Vita Vea. It's going to be tough. They're not going to have much time. They're a very blitz-happy team as that's competing to Johnson, who drops it again. We saw this last week A lot of drops, and that's another one there as Frank Dog is going to send out the kicking crew. Graham Gano, who had a lot of misses. He was only 55% for the season. He's only missed one kick so far in the postseason. We'll see if he makes this one as the kick is up, and it looks like it's off to the right. It might have had the distance. The 59-yard field goal comes up wide right, and that gives Tom Brady in this offense for Tampa Bay great field position here early. 10 minutes still left in the first quarter. As that is thrown out, a little bubble screen to the slot wide receiver, Will Fuller. Second down and 5, ball on the 46. That ball is snapped, and it's batted down again. Jerry Hughes, his second pass deflection of the day already, and he had a wide open receiver, did Tom Brady. That brings up a 3rd down and 5. Tom Brady looking to try to find somebody, and his go-to guy, Mike Evans, picks up the first down. 7-yard pickup on the play, and a little play action by Tom Brady. He's got a wide open Mike Evans. Mike Evans with his 3rd catch of the day. There's 5 New York defenders around him. Tom Brady 4 for 7 for 44 already on the day. Mike Evans with 37 yards on the day already. He is on pace for 120 yards on the game. Tom Brady in the zone, feeling good inside the 10 at home. He's been here, he's done it before, and that is thrown with a flag on the play. I think, is that Will Fuller? No, it's Johnson. We've got roughing the passer on New York. Gives Tampa Bay a new set of downs, and there is the touchdown by Tampa Bay as they go up 7-0. 3rd down and inches for Daniel Jones as he hands that off to James White. James White shrugs off a defender, picks up a 1st down, and he's got 29 yards on the ground so far. James White, a nice veteran pickup by Frank Donk. Wanted to find someone to cover for Gary Brightwell and Saquon while they were out. Devontae Booker solo back, needed to find someone. He's got the carry there, and he picks up 4. Robert Quinn in on the tackle for a loss, and we've got a 3rd down and 10 ball on the 44. Ball snap. Daniel Jones looking to find someone and completely not on the same page. Daniel Jones 0 for 4 to start the day, and that is not a good sign. This one's thrown deep, and it's hauled in. Will Fuller. A gain of about 55 on the play. Tom Brady with still enough arm strength to throw that deep, and just like that, ball on the 3. Now the 41 of New York, and Tom Brady is clicking. Oh, incomplete pass. Almost intercepted by Ujulari. Tom Brady here as that ball is again completed to Jones for a pickup of about 9. Sorry, that was James Jr. on the play with the catch. 3rd down and 2. New York with a nice stop here would be happy with their bend but don't break defense. Trying to find somebody, and it's, oh, he almost. Jenkins right there to make the play, but looking at the receiver instead of the ball, brings up a 4th down and 2 as Nick Folk is out to extend this lead by 10. And he's got it. 3rd down and 3 for New York, trying to get something going here today. James White with the carry, and he picks up the 1st down. James White, the only bright spot so far for New York in general. 6 attempts, 39 yards, averaging 6.5 yards a clip, and they need to get to him the ball more often. As we now have Devontae Booker in, so Frank Dong not thinking that James White is clicking as good as maybe we do. Devontae Booker with the carry, and he doesn't pick up anything on the play. James White back in here, coming down on the final seconds of the first quarter as Tampa Bay has a 10-0 lead. Colin Johnson in motion. This is handed off to James White. James White pushes forward and picks up 4. 3rd down and 5 for Daniel Jones here at about the 40-yard line. They've been here before. They've been around the midfield on all of their drives, just been not able to move the ball forward to pick up any yardage. As we see, Daniel Jones, he stops and then throws that to Kyle Rudolph for a nice completion. and they pick up the first down. 3rd and 4. It seems like every single play on this drive for New York is some 3rd down situation, as that is dropped off to James White, who picks up the first down. Daniel Jones now, after starting over 4, has completed his last 4 passes for 48. James White with a 15-yard reception gets New York now inside the 26. If they get in that red zone territory, they are the best team this year in the NFL at scoring, as Devontae Booker cannot get anything at all going. 4 rushing attempts for 6 yards. That's why he was pretty much moved to that 3rd string running back this season as Gary Brightwell took over. Again, another 3rd down for New York. 3rd and 7 here. This defense looks like they're coming. They're going to bring some pressure. No, they back off. They've got zone playing here, and Darius Slayton is there for the first down. Daniel Jones now 5 of his last 5 are 45 yards. And what did I say? New York is in the red zone. One of the best teams, actually the best team in the NFL at scoring once they get here. Can they do it here in the playoffs today? James White with a carry. 2nd and 4. Daniel Jones looking to try to scramble. He's got some room. It is a fumble, but I think he might have picked up the first down. He does. And Daniel Jones is hurt on the play. So now the rookie Dustin Crum is in. This is not what New York fans wanted to see. And it's handed off to James White, who picks up 1. Still no word yet on if Daniel Jones is coming back or not. We've seen him come out and run so much so far this season, and he's been hurt, I think, once, but James White barrels forward and gets a touchdown. And Daniel Jones is out for the game. Bruce Sternum. It is the Dustin Crum show here today in the NFC Championship game. And just when things could not get any worse for New York, they lose their starting quarterback, the guy who can scramble and make things happen with his feet on 3rd down. And it's up to the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round, Dustin Crum, to try to carry them to the promised land. That pass completed. The Will Fuller, his 2nd catch. Tom Brady's still clicking, still moving, not phased, as that's handed off to his go-to guy, Rob Gronkowski. We got 2 of the most accomplished players in NFL history, as that is thrown high. Leonard Fournette, but he's able to hold down with it. Tom Brady, 11 for 17, trying to get this lead back by 10, as that is handed to Leonard Fournette. We haven't seen much running from him, and maybe we should, as he picks up 16 yards on the play for his first rushing attempt of the day. As they do another play action, Tom Brady sitting with all day in the pocket, dumps that back off to Rob Gronkowski, who sheds the tackle, and then it takes 2 New York defenders to bring him down. 3rd down and 2 for Tampa Bay. And Tom Brady, this offense, we got some pressure from New York. Can they get home? They throw it. We've got another flag. We'll have to see if this will hold up. And another roughing the passer. Who is it again this time? Jerry Hughes. Tampa Bay. Good field position. AR pickup to, again, Mike Evans. Ball on the 1. Tampa Bay so good at converting these shorts. You might see even Tom Brady sneak it. They're going to look to pass it. They throw it. And what a catch by Mike Evans over James Bradbury. Those 2 have been going at it since both have been in the NFL. And Mike Evans gets the better of that matchup. And Dustin Crum shaking his head, saying, how are we going to do this? And we thought New York ran it a lot before, I would imagine, with Dustin Crum in. They're going to have to run it a lot this time. That's handed to James White, and James White, again, like we said, has had a good first half. Why not continue to feed him? New York now does get the ball at halftime. If they can get any points out of this and then hold Tampa Bay from scoring again, they could potentially tie it. The start of the 3rd quarter as we get James White with another nice run. Ball on the 41 now. And here's Dustin Crum's first pass attempt of the day, and he has to get rid of it. Pressure coming off that left side. Oh, wide open Darius Slayton, and Crum tries to get it to him. Almost intercepted. Nice try. And New York has to punt it. Dustin Crum trying to do the impossible. His first ever playoff game coming in a situation that he was not expecting. New York is down by 10. They have a lot of time left in the game. They can't get too aggressive here or too panicky. They got to just methodically make some things happen. And there's Kenny Galladay as Justin Crum throws a strike. 4 for 8. His 27-yard pass attempt to Kenny Galladay, his first of the day, and really it looks just like Daniel Jones minus the running. Ball at midfield. New York trying to move this ball and get closer to tying Tampa Bay. So we got a 3rd down and 5 for New York. Can they make something happen here? Oh, incomplete again. We've seen many drops. So this is going to bring up another. No, it's not. We're going to actually have to punt it. Oh my God. Tom Brady. I haven't ever seen a throw like that in Madden. That ball stayed up in the air forever. Just waiting to get intercepted. Oh, that was really cool. Tom Brady is absolutely clicking. 3rd down and 5 here for Tampa Bay as they have methodically moved this ball all the way down the field, inside the 10, trying to score and extend their lead, and that is thrown up and away. And New York holds strong, and they will force Tampa Bay to kick a field goal, making this still a 2-possession game with 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Nice. James White, Dustin Crum on the same play. Big 3rd down. Justin Crum 6 for 12 for 62 yards. Has already thrown it more so far than Daniel Jones. I guess New York feels like they are in a position where they got to hurry up and score here. Devontae Booker in motion. Kenny Galladay in the slot. I haven't seen much of that this season. And Kenny Galladay's wide open. Kenny Galladay unable to hold on to it as he has to go up to catch it. New York, it seems when they get to midfield, they just cannot progress the ball any further. Daniel Crum taking one out of Daniel Jones's playbook. He is so slow, but he picks up 9 yards. At least he's fast enough to pick up the 1st down. Man, and when you see that, Tampa Bay ranked 31st in defense this past year, holding New York to only 7 points. That's not that good. Considering New York's starting quarterback is hurt, a lot of their offensive weapons are out. We've got a 3rd down and 6. New York will probably be going for it as they're only down by, oh man, we got to get rid of it. And they do. I think we have to go for it at this point. They're saying kick it. I think we have to go for it. I think we have to. If we kick a field goal, we're up by 10, right? But that's still a 2-possession game. It's still a 2-possession game here. We can just rely on our defense to hopefully make a stop. Kenny Galladay holds strong, and we get the first. Damn, no, they didn't give it to us. Forward possession. Oh. How was that not intercepted? All right, we did our part. We made the stop, even though we did not score the points. At least we still have a 2-possession game, and Dustin Crum still has an opportunity to be a hero. Adoree Jackson, man, he's got some speed getting to the outside. Oh, what a throw! Kyle Rudolph with a nice catch, a 30-yard completion to Kyle Rudolph. Dustin Crum having the confidence. Man, I'll tell you what, Dustin Crum is looking pretty good. There's Kyle Rudolph again, wide open. The linebackers and Kyle Rudolph might be a mismatch. Dustin Crum 11 for 20 for over 100 yards. Kyle Rudolph with 75 yards. Catching so far as New York is closer than they have been in quite some time. And that's led by the rookie Dustin Crum as Darius Slayton spins off a defender and then gets stopped after a pickup of 6. 3rd down and 4, and what kind of route is Tolbert running there? Holy crap. We're going to look for Johnson. I don't know that route. That's a new route to me. We've got room up the middle. Dustin Crum. The pocket pocket awareness as he moves up and picks up the first down, ball on the 5. And as we talked about, New York is so good at scoring inside the red zone. And here they are again, and a touchdown here would make this a one-score game. Devontae Booker picks up 2. Does New York decide to go for it? They have to. 3rd and goal. We have 6 minutes left in this game. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. James White with a touchdown, and we have ourselves a one-score lead. New York down by 6. Nice stop from New York. Good first down. They net nothing. That's Tampa Bay. 2nd down and 10. And Tom Brady has been in the zone all game long. You got to think they're going to eventually just let him start passing it. And there it is. James Bradbury on Mike Evans is a complete mismatch. Tom Brady in the shotgun. He's got Leonard Fournette out to his right. Quick little pass to Mike Evans. We've seen that all day. New York just does not have an answer for those routes. Those route combinations that Mike Evans is running. And now they're going to start feeding Fournette as he doesn't pick up anything. 3rd down and 3. We have 2.5 minutes left in this game. New York needs to make a stop, and they need to make it now. Can they do it? Pass attempt. Tom Brady. Leonard Fournette not looking. Hits him in the calf. And Tampa Bay is going to have to punt it. Nick Folk with not the biggest leg. And Dustin Crum has a chance to be a hero. Dustin Crum waking up tonight, did not expect this. No one did. 2.5 minutes here. Dustin Crum, it's your time to shine. His first pass, Kyle Rudolph, his favorite target so far in the game, and they pick up 7. What a good throw, Colin Johnson. These last 2 minutes are going to be awesome. As Dustin Crum scrambles out to the right, he's got room to run it, and he just goes out of bounds after picking up 7. New York does have Devontae Booker, catches that and goes out of bounds. They're going to want to run as much time off the clock as they can. There's Darius Slayton, nice catch. Dustin Crum, 16 for 27. Oh, we've got no, oh, that's intercepted. Oh, we got so lucky, and a flag, it might be. It is. Wow, was that Vita Vea? Yes. On the 11 here for New York, Dustin Crum. 40 seconds remaining in this game. What will happen? It all swings here as Smith, the tight end, is in. And they're going to call a timeout. 33 seconds remaining. Season on the line. We've got nowhere to throw this ball. We got to get rid of it. And it comes down to the last play. I think we run it. I think we have to run it. Coach gave us 3 decisions. One of them was a rushing attempt. We have been rushing the ball all season long. 29 seconds, the last play of the game. Can New York do it? And they do! But it all comes down to the extra point. Can we make it happen? New York goes up by 1. We've got 27 seconds remaining, guys. New York, I mean, this is, I am worried. I mean, this could be very, very bad. And if it starts like that, they've got all 3 of their timeouts, 21 seconds. If they get a field goal range, the game is over. They've had no problem moving the ball on us all game, except for in the 4th quarter. What are they going to do? And there's Hughes Jr. with the sack. A loss of 11, 16 seconds remaining in this game. Can Tom Brady do what he's done so many times so far? And that's incomplete. 6 seconds remaining. This might be the final play, and we are going to bring Kayvon Thibodeau in. See if he can't get some pressure. There it is. There's the pressure. We'll just dump this off. And that is game. New York Giants under Frank Donk are your NFC champions. Guys, we did the unthinkable. I'm going to be honest with you. Down 20-7 with Dustin Crum in. I thought it was over. Let's advance the week. Dustin Crum looked great. I mean, I felt comfortable using him as a quarterback. 64 overall. And Tennessee is who we got to face. They're going to want their faces back. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. The #1 seed in the AFC going up against the 7th seed in the NFC. It's going to be fun. Hit that like button. And I will catch you on the next one.